Okay, welcome back to Paranormasight. We are at playthrough 11. Yes.
Wow,
Wow.
we've come a long way. We've come a long
How
way.
could we how could we make it so far? This is it.
We'll straight
This
right
is
into
it,
it.
GB. This is it. Headaches.
So the last thing I remember we were doing was figuring out the investigating the crime scene.
Yeah, it was
This is the what's the last name of the person? This is the
EY
Shiraisi residences.
EY
And this
Kanshikicho
guy,
Kishikicho Kankichiro
yeah, but the name of the household is the Shiraisi household.
Shiraishi. Yeah. We're
Yeah.
at
Okay. Let's
Shiraishi
start investigating right now.
right now. Think.
Let's look at. Let's think.
Okay.
This is you, right?
Yeah, I think so. This
Wait, who
place.
who is this supposed to be?
I think this is
This is
me. This is Haruhi, right?
yes, you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This place is disgusting. Let me cheer Shiraishi really live here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that sounds like her.
Okay,
Okay, let's start with a sliding door, I guess.
okay. This sliding door leads to the kitchen. It barely fits the frame.
Okay. Newspaper cutouts.
The person who put all these photos up must have been obsessed with Nejima. They might have had some relation to Nejima's victims, or perhaps it was the opposite.
Hmm. The opposite.
What if it wasn't loathing, but admiration?
Ooh. But then, wow, admiration.
Hmm.
That's a.
Oh, you can look specific at the Nejima pictures.
Mm-hmm,
Nice.
mm-hmm.
It's the same man in every picture. Is that Fumichika Nejima? Wow, this is quite the spectacle. I don't think I'll ever manage to erase this from my mind.
Me neither. Don't worry, Richter. You're quite the spectacle yourself.
Do you mean to compare me with the likes of a bizarre criminal?
No, the spectacle, man. All right, floor, I guess. Oh, old books. Okay.
There are old books scattered everywhere. I wonder what they're about. Many of them are written in a foreign language.
Mhm.
It'll be a pain to look through all of these. Let's save them for later and continue to look around.
Okay. Oh, there's still. Oh, okay. Later. Floor.
It's off-putting to look at, but I can't help but wonder what in the world this is. They're magic ruins. They're magic runes. They're used in Western black magic rituals. Most of the time, they're useless imitations, though I wouldn't get too excited about it. Oh my. Who knew the chief inspector was such an expert on the occult?
Well, you don't know. You don't know.
I just chanced upon that information.
Good way to dodge it. Yeah.
That girl was the spirit sense we mentioned. She's pretty informed on the subject.
Bring Mio in.
Hmm. Someone was attempting to perform Western black magic in this place. Pretty absurd, if you ask me. Of course, the person in question was dead serious about it. Sorry.
About it
Of
all.
course, it was dead serious about it all.
Let me read this. Western black magic. While magic is often classed as a branch of mysticism, or may variously refer to the likes of witchcraft or astrology, here it refers specifically to Western black magic. In the Middle Ages, the line between science and magic was blurred, with the pursuit of the supernatural considered a legitimate academic discipline. Astrology was regarded akin to astronomy, while alchemy was accepted as scientific fact and would eventually evolve into what is known today as chemistry. One discipline, however, was considered wicked and shunned accordingly: black magic, the practice of using magical knowledge to strike a bargain with demons. In contrast to the socially acceptable subjects studied by the intelligentsia, black magic was most prolific among the lower classes. It was the common people who suffered most from the ills of the day: war, famine, and sickness, which perhaps led them to seek aid from unholy powers. As hearsay, These rituals and spells were nowhere to be found in orthodox modes of teaching, but instead were recorded in tomes of dubious credibility. Okay, that's true. That's true. Just like when witch hunt and all.
Yeah. Hmm. It looks like the things spread around here have been like this for a while. This ritual, or whatever, was something he attempted upon up to recently. Plenty of the neighbors mentioned having heard strange mantra-like noises coming from here during the night.
That's true.
You think EY was the one chanting? Hard to say. Could have been one of the Shiraishis as well. If we look through these books in the back, we might learn whatever it is they were trying to do.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So now we can
Can
look at
we
the
look
books
at the
again.
books now?
Or...
No, not
Oh,
yet,
not
not
yet.
yet. Okay.
Yeah, let's look
Let's
around
go to the
still. Oh, oh.
corpse.
There's nothing around to confirm his identity, but by the looks of him, I'd say he's Kankichiro Iwai.
The bald.
You must have you've seen him before. I heard he had a criminal record, so I assumed he wouldn't have held a respectable occupation.
Is this what a curse does to a person?
Ma'am, it be better not to look so closely.
I'm curious. I'm curious. It's amazing. Of course you would be amazed. I mean,
Cruel is what it is.
that's it. Drawer. Drawer.
This drawer is really old. Chief Inspector, do you mind if I look inside? Um, I mean, in normal cases, only the police would be allowed to touch things, right? Right. Aryu isn't here, so let me take a look at it.
Yeah, Ario go to call the police, right? Ario
There's
went.
just clothes in here. Not much variety either. Can't say they were big spenders. Well, I was hoping to find a kind of talisman here, but guess we're not so lucky.
It's Michio's talisman.
I see. Thank you anyway.
I guess it's all decorations.
There's candles and stones with inscriptions placed all over. Are these tools for some ritual? Hey, don't touch anything, you hear? Ah, that's right. Considering this is a murder scene, we ought to leave everything as it is.
Hmm.
All of this can be used as evidence. If anyone besides forensics toys with it, it'll cause trouble down the road.
Okay, we're done with that. Now on Nejima's picture.
These aren't just cut from publications. They were even snapped a number of shots of their own.
They must have admired him. Why else would they have collected so many pictures?
Whatever the case, it's certain they were obsessed.
Okay, window.
With the window and storm shutters closed, no light gets in here at all. It's pitch black. The neighbors mentioned they started to keep the house shut like this not long ago.
So it's until recently. It's pretty recent then. Okay, nothing else I can... everything is checked except for the old books.
Okay. What do you say, Chief? Would you let me look through if I wore gloves? Well, it's not like I'm any help with foreign languages. Go ahead. Thank you. Huh. This seems to be a book on Western black magic. The same runes are written here, alongside detailed descriptions of the procedure. I suppose you'd call these grimoires. It's all a bunch of nonsense if you ask me, though. You think this UI guy studying them, perhaps to perform some kind of ritual? There are a bunch of handwritten notes besides the grimoires. Whoever it was, they were serious about this. UI doesn't look the type to be into this stuff, but you shouldn't judge a book by its cover.
But why would he be studying black magic?
According to the materials, this here rune is for the restoration of youth. Perhaps he was trying to become young again.
Hmm.
This over here seems to be black magic related to resurrection. Each one of these spells require a human sacrifice. Talk about
Oh
dangerous.
my goodness, could it be the mother of Michio and she's sacrificing the father?
Oh
Resurrection?
my, that's kind of crazy actually. What a good theory.
Like the right.
I guess no matter what part of the world, people will turn to the occult for similar reasons.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, we can still click it.
Hmm?
Oh no, the music stops.
What is it? This looks like a journal. It was probably EY's. A journal. Mm-hmm. His writing is surprisingly thorough. It's almost as if he was writing a report for someone. Oh wow. Now this is something. What is it? What did he write? This is quite the find. Let me give you a summary.
Oh, yeah.
So this Kankichiro Iwai fellow, he'd been searching for a spell to restore youth for years.
So he was into black magic from the start.
He believed if he could learn to successfully perform the spell, he could then use it to earn a fortune. To tell you the truth, it seems he was already getting funded after he acquired this grimoire.
Hmm.
You don't say. This is starting to sound kind of familiar.
Hihaku Soaps might be the one that's sponsoring.
But first, let's find out how he got his hands on this grimoire. It seems that Nejima told him where he could obtain the book when they were both in prison.
Yeah, what we suspect is true, they're friends.
What? That's nearly too much of a coincidence. Likely not coincidence. It seems like Iwai took an interest in the Nejima murders after it made the news. He admired him rather passionately.
Ooh, creepy.
You might even say he worshipped the man. Worship? Nejima of all people?
I know.
This was a time when students were itching to rebel. Anyone who did something to shake the world was bound to gather admirers. Iwai had been collecting these photos ever since that time. And since he just so happened to land in prison at the same time as Nejima, he made sure to get in contact. This is a lot. I mean, even having it all laid out like this, the thought of Nejima being involved with these grimoires is staggering. I don't think we've ever had anything pointing to that. What's the connection? To be honest, it's a shock to me too. For years, we've been scratching our heads over the motive behind the Nejima murders. Yep. Yep. It's been a mystery to us all from the very start. Whoa now, wait, just 1 minute. Do you think... No way. Are you saying...
What?
That's right. The murders might have been for a ritual he was attempting to perform. He was attempting to perform black magic.
That makes sense.
The instructions written down here for the sacrificial offering match up exactly with the acts carried out by Nejima.
Wow.
You gotta be kidding me.
That's mysteries answered.
That's the crap he was doing was all for black magic. That's what the evidence suggests. However, Nejima tried to do some type of resurrection ritual, but Iwai had different motives. Chief Inspector, you might think this is all the stuff of fantasy, but that doesn't refute that Nejima and Iwai were both acting in earnest. It's batshit insane. You're telling me that nut job did this for all for some hockey pocky resurrection?
Hmm.
Shit, resurrection. That means there must have been someone Nijima wanted to bring back to life.
And also, it's coincide with the Crystone now.
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's it. That has to be it. Fucking hell, it all makes sense now.
What? What is it?
So about the Nejima murders. There's some information that has been kept from the public. Go on. When we broke into his house and arrested him, we also found a baby.
Oh my god, a baby.
It was a girl, looked to be about 6 months old, but she was covered in filth. She looked so weak and sickly. We called the medics right away. If we were a second later, I'm sure the girl would have died. So, was Nejima the father? He told us he'd found her under a bridge.
He found her. She was abandoned.
I've heard of parents threatening to leave their child under a bridge as a threat, but to think it really happens. I suppose there are those cases with the dead newborns found stuffed in coin lockers, so it's not without precedent.
Hmm.
Whatever the case, we never found out the truth. But there's one rumor from back then that I could never get out of my mind. And it's starting to sound more likely now. Well, I'm sure this isn't the first time you've heard of it. Many believe Nejima's guilty out of more crimes than what we got him convicted. Back then, a lot of girls went missing.
Yeah, I remember all of that.
Among the high school girls that might have been murdered, or maybe I should say sacrificed, was a girl who was pregnant.
Goodness, that's horrific.
He killed her and dismembered her body. And we thought maybe the baby we found is what he pulled out from inside of her.
Oh my god.
Don't misunderstand me. This is all speculation, on top of more speculation, you hear? But I, for one, never believed that man would just take in a baby he found under a bridge.
I'm feeling sick.
Stay strong, ma'am. I know this is hard to hear. Like I said, don't take that to be the full truth. We were running on speculation back then. Now that this whole resurrection magic has come into play, we should consider the possibility it was his child.
Bro.
And that maybe he was trying to revive whoever the mother might have been.
Wow. What?
It's a theory, but my life would be a tad easier if it were true. That's an interesting thought. If there's anyone Nejima would want to resurrect, a deceased wife is as good as a guess as any. The fact that he obtained a curse stone suggests he has an interest in the rite of resurrection.
Mm.
Damn, you're right. And here I was thinking he was only after the curse's power to massacre.
Chief Inspector,
Yeah,
what happened to the child?
without a birth registration on file, best we could do is find the girl some suitable foster parents. It was decided to keep the circumstances a secret for the sake of the child's future.
Well, I'm glad she was taken care of. Wow. That was
Wow.
a lot. And
That was deep.
we're not even done with it.
And you can see Haru's face, dude. Oh my,
Which
her
one?
eyes, man. Or no, her eyes. Haru's like eyes were like as they were describing everything. Like wow, it was getting worse and worse. Her eyes were going like more sunken in. You can like see her eye, like the pupils getting smaller. Like she was getting more shocked.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that struck hard.
Okay, we can still click old books.
Don't mean to derail the conversation, but there's still more written in EY's journal.
Oh, no more shocking info?
We know that EY had managed to obtain the grimoire thanks to the advice he got from his idol, Nejima, while in prison. After conducting research and gathering more information, he determined he had a chance to get rich real quick.
Mm.
Get rich quick. Right. He thought he could make some money if he could successfully use rejuvenation magic.
I think he's selling it to Hihaku Soap.
Correct. Turns out someone he sorry.
I think this is
Turns
wrong.
out
Someone
someone
gave
gave
him
him the idea.
And get
And
this.
get this.
See?
It was the one and only queen of queen and chairwoman of Hyaku Soaps herself, Natsue Yamamori.
See?
Wait, the chairwoman of Hyaku Soaps?
So that's where this leads.
Here, let me read what he wrote. The queen of Hihaku has a strange fear of growing old. Her fear of death is even worse. If she does die, she wishes to be revived, and she will spend whatever it takes to preserve her beauty.
Bro.
Magic, rituals, rites, she uses whatever means necessary. Her tenacity is unbelievable. She was apparently investing money into any research on resurrection, the restoration of youth, and the like.
Oh, I think she's the one that sponsored Hideki Araishi's research then.
Mm. Mm. So she would even throw her money at the occult.
Mm-hmm.
The places the greed will take you.
Mm.
Well then, that brings us to Hideki Araishi. She presumably funded his research into right and resurrection as well.
Mm.
That's what it all points towards. I wouldn't be surprised if the witch of Hihaku
Pounds
pounces at the rumors of
of the rider.
of the right of resurrection. It's starting to sound likely. It might also be why she's spreading the rumor about having godly powers. It's a convenient cover for if she becomes young again. Godly powers? What's that all about? Ah, you can ignore that. Either way, I think EY took payments he was getting for his research to seduce a family into taking him in to keep a low profile. The Shiraishi family, Michio, and her mother, Toshiko, were just his unlucky marks. And this is where you get involved. Are you feeling steady, ma'am?
Huh? This has something to do with me? What happened to her son? No, you can't mean...
You've realized then.
Perhaps... Michiko Shiraishi's... Wait, child? No. Fumichika's Nejima child?
No,
No.
no. Why? No, but what's the connection between? What's the connection between
Shiko
Haru, right?
Shiraishi's...
That's the mom.
Yeah,
Child
was the
was
sacrifice?
go.
Is it? Let's say first.
Don't take it there. Wait, move back 2 steps.
Okay, wait, which one, yeah?
Never mind. I don't
This
know.
one is older than this. Yep,
Okay, slot 3.
it's
Okay.
all three.
Okay, back.
Okay,
Oh no, wait, you
let
lose
me see, let me see. So, wait. So, what was the
UI,
connection?
Kojima. Wait, who
So,
are the five people we can choose from?
Shiraishi family,
Who are the
Michio
five?
and her mother Toshiko, and this is where we get involved. Wait, that means
Where you get involved. Where you get involved. So it's basically Harure.
maybe
Let me check.
Nejima's child? You know, the baby he found?
Yeah.
Or Nejima's magic? No.
I think the simple answer would have, or the more obvious one, is to say that Toshiko Shiraishi's child was the sacrifice.
Yeah, let's try that
So
one.
that's the most basic.
No, it's not. Toshiko Shiraishi's child was the sacrifice? No, it's wrong. Okay. No, it's not it. It's not it. Okay. So what's wrong with Shiraishi? Wait, Nejima's baby maybe. Nejima's living sacrifice was a child. Hmm.
That sounds pretty cool, but I wonder where magic plays into this.
What? Where? I don't know. Living sacrifice.
Oh, we could say, does that mean Natsumi Yamori's magic was magic?
No, no,
Was
no,
the
no, no, no. Uh,
how do
maybe.
we how do we
Mm,
connect in all of this?
Michio Shiraishi's living
Wait, in
sacrifice.
the case of someone who got of his missing child, is EY part of that,
No,
or is it
I
Nejima?
don't think it was Nejima in Harue's case.
Okay,
Wait.
let's
No,
do
we
Nejima.
don't know. We don't know actually. Yeah, let's try Nejima's child or Nejima's magic. Living sacrifice was a child
Go.
or Nejima's.
No time to be indecisive. We have multiple tries.
Okay, Nejima's child was the sacrifice. No, it's not.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, load.
Okay, no. That's not it. That's not it. What? I don't know. Um. Uh. Shiraishi's living sacrifice was the sacrifice. uh. Fumichika's Nejima's living sacrifice was a child. Nope. What? I don't get it. Wait. Hold on. What were we talking about? So he took payment, okay, and then he came into the family, and this is where you get involved. This has something to do with me. Has something to do with me. Kagichiro Iwai's magic was the sacrifice? Huh. No. No, it's not. Wow, I'm confused, GB. I'm confused. Maybe
I think
it's
Natsu Yamamori. No, no, she doesn't have a child. No, no.
her
Oh,
magic
was
was a child? Was the sacrifice? Oh, no. We don't sacrifice her magic. Natsuya Momori's
back.
living sacrifice was a child.
No.
No. Okay.
Wait. What are you doing?
Then what did you mean? Okay. I want to know what.
Yeah, let's get it in one go. Let's get it in one go.
What is it? What is it?
I think the Fumichika Nejima because I think her case relates to it. You know.
So it's
So let's
Fumichika
start one.
Nejima's.
Child. Did we do that?
Yeah.
Was the live
We
sacrifice? We did
yeah,
that.
we did that. We did that.
How about the other way around? The living sacrifice was a child. I think it means the same thing, no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
it's wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What?
Wow, we're
Where did?
stunned. We don't know. Huh.
Okay. Okay. But let's look at persons of interest again. Maybe
Maybe it's
we can read about her history.
Shiraishi.
Why would
Her magic
matter?
was a child. No.
But Michio is the girl.
Yeah, she's the kid. Uh-huh. Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. Nope. It is!
Oh,
It is!
nice.
So what,
That's
what was it?
exactly it.
What was it? Kankichiro Iwai's living sacrifice was a child. And it was Michio Shiraishi.
Iwai moved in with the
Oh, okay. Iwai moved in.
Shiraishis to practice his magic.
Yep, that's right.
He needed the sacrifice to perform his youth restoration spell, but that meant extracting the life force from someone young.
And it's Michio. Oh no! Of course, that awful man. Oh, he was the one that kidnapped her son. So it was Iwai, this man.
Iwai worshipped Nejima, so he must have also despised Nejima's
So it's
detractors.
like a revenge for her too.
Not to mention, he was captured and sent to jail once before. Surely he had a bone to pick with the police. So when he realized he had the chance to both avenge Nejima, embarrass the police, and acquire a living sacrifice at the same time,
Oh yeah. So Iwai was the kidnapper.
fuck! You got it. Iwai kidnapped Haruhi Shigeru's son and managed to score 3 birds with 1 stone.
Ah! Ah! You're telling me then that that horrid man, he never had the intention of returning my child. Ah! Ah!
I thought there might have been a reason why the kidnapper seemed to be mocking the police. He never wanted money. His aim was to humiliate the force. It all makes sense now.
Man, it gives me the creep.
You must have used Michio to lower your boy's defenses, then kidnapped him on his way back home.
Yeah, that's why the boy was seen talking to Michio, right?
Yeah.
That man, he took Shuichi. Ah, ah, ah.
Ma'am, please calm down. I understand, but you must remember to breathe.
You don't understand. You have absolutely no idea what I'm going through. This isn't a joke. I wouldn't expect the police to understand. You'll never understand. Living sacrifices. What a stupid idea from a stupid little man.
Okay, ma'am. Let's take a moment to breathe. We don't.
Why don't
Why
we
don't we go to somewhere? Why don't we go to
get
get
some
some fresh
fresh air?
air?
I can't believe this. This is. Ah, ah, so much anger.
Chief, I think it's best we take our leave. But before we go, there's one more important piece of information noted in his journal. Oh? Iway got in contact with Nejima last year, after Nejima was released on parole. He provided him with accommodations and financial support. Is that so? He managed to find a hideout for Nejima to stay in. Damn it. If anything, rather than use his money to support the Shiraishis, it seems most went to Nejima instead. If Nejima's lurking around anywhere at that moment, it's probably in that hideout.
Hmm.
Did he write where it is? Unfortunately, no. Not that I can tell. But it seems Michio knew where it was. She never met with Nejima in person, but she was made to go in and clean up among other things. What good is that information? The girl's already dead. Wait, no, she's alive. That's right. Michio Shiraishi is alive. If you can find her and get her to talk, you can get to her to spill the beans on his hideout too.
So Yako Sakazaki is Michio.
Gotta be. Investigator, I'm asking you. I should be going. The lady's not well.
Well. Kankichiro once made a living by placing advertisements in magazines to sell phony magic items and good luck charms. He held a nostalgic yearning for the post war era when things and people were simple, and has nothing but negative things to say about the rapidly developing, ostentatious world of late. Radical in his belief that it would be better to tear down society and start over again, Kankichiro was discontent with his life spent poking around in society's chessballs to make a few coins. When the Nejima murders were widely reported in the media, it had a great impact on Kankichiro, as he witnessed how a single act by a single man could cause a major rift in society. Perceiving Fumichika Nejima as a great hero, he began collecting every piece of information he could find on the man. Kankichiro was later arrested for his illegal business practices, and a chance meeting with Fumichika during his incarceration solidified his idolization. He was captivated by Fumichika's talk of black magic and, following his release, acquired the grimoire Fumichika had hidden away. As for Toshiki Shiraishi, Kankichiro set his sights on her after encountering her at her part-time job. When he learned that the Shiraishi family was in financial trouble and could not afford to send Michio to college, he turned on the charm and took advantage of their weakness by offering them money. He revealed his true colors, however, after moving in with the family, and used violence and money to keep Toshiko and Michio under his thumb. All the while, his belief in black magic deepened, and he found a sponsor in the Hihaku Corporation. Kankichiro forced the Shiraishi family to perform various rituals, with any attempts to resist being met with merciless beatings. The mother and daughter were helpless to resist. After Hihaku offered Kankichiro great sums to intensify his work with black magic, he set his mind to sacrificing a child in order to perform a youth restoration spell. For this purpose, he chose Shuichi Shigima, the son of Haru Shigima, against whom Fumichika held a grudge. He attempted to enlist Michio so as not to alarm the boy. Sorry. And when she resisted, beat her mother 20 times. With Michio's assistance, Kankichiro kidnapped Shuichi and locked him up in the Shiraishi's house, and told the young and courageous boy that he'd kill Michio if he tried to run. While his actions were motivated by a personal grudge against the police, it was first and foremost an attempt to create a societal uproar and breakdown in public order. So Kankichiro painted the crime as a regular kidnapping, demanding a ransom from the family. However, because of an embargo on the press, the kidnapping did not cause a public outcry akin to that of Nejima murders. Infuriated, Kankichiro had Toshiko perform the sacrifice ritual by threatening to kill Michio if she refused. Toshiko killed Shuichi in his sleep, but the spell failed, for which Kankichiro blamed her. Warning Michio to keep silent about the murder to avoid incriminating her mother, Kankichiro dumped the boy's body in a nearby river. The tiny corpse was found a week later in the Sumida River after floating through several canals in Honjo. Having drifted for days in the polluted waters, little evidence remained. Although Kankichiro performed no further sacrifices, his devotion to black magic only increased. Toshiko and Michio spent their days consumed by guilt, forced to continue serving Kankichiro until the day they died. Oh no. Sad.
Yeah. Are you feeling better now that we've gotten some fresh air, ma'am?
I'm fine. Suddenly finding out who the kidnapper was really made me lose my wits.
We managed to solve the kidnapping case by pure luck here.
You're right. But Richter, I I feel grateful towards Michio.
Because she killed the kidnapper?
There's that too. But it's for something else. If Michio is the one killing all these people, then she must have acquired quite a sizable amount by now. Soul dregs, I mean. Hey, Richter. Whether the kidnapper's dead or alive, it doesn't mean a thing. Revenge won't bring my boy back. And if Nejima is planning to cause a massacre to collect soul drags, then all the better. I won't give up on the resurrection. Wow. So, I'm counting on you. Wow. So that's what it means by dead or alive.
Gets.
So which one we want to go next?
Uh, I don't know.
How about this? We want to know about Michio. She's actually Michio.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's do it.
All right.
Gee, this
You
will.
ready? Ready
I
your
think. Yeah,
ready your
yeah, yeah.
female voice? Okay. Are you gonna sleep soon?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay. Okay, you want to read this?
Ah! Oh, sorry, I don't have to do the female voice now. Seimen, Yako Sakazaki. Summary of the previous events. The Rite of Resurrection is the inception of this whole affair, and Yako and Mio decide to confront the man responsible for spreading rumors of it in the first place, Hideki Araishi. They find him at his frequent stomping grounds, the
Kurokikyo
Kurokikyo
Cafe.
Cafe.
Kurokikyo. Kuro Black Kikyo is like the maiden shrine. Shrine maiden? Kikyo.
Kikyo.
Oh, I see sticker. Thank you. Need to get to that. Okay, I'm Araishi. You know,
All right.
normally you'd be breaking school rules just by stepping foot in a cafe. I'll be in hot water if you lied about everything about having permission from the police. Remember that. You know, he'll be okay. So, what did you want to ask me? Okay. Oh, wait. Hold on. Maybe I want to look around first. I want to grab that sticker. Woohoo! The 8. I love number 8. Okay, so inside a cafe. I've never been to one before. How exciting! It's pretty smelly inside because of the cigarette smoke, but okay. Kurokikyo Cafe. You want to read this or I go?
I can read
Okay.
it. A coffee shop on the South Warigesui Street. Korikikyo Cafe's convenient location has made it a favorite of businessmen in the neighborhood. Although formerly a relaxing location where classical and jazz music were played, the cafe has begun incorporating some pop songs into its playlist at the request of customers. The most popular menu item is its pilaf served black coffee, although cream soda topped with a large scoop of ice cream is popular. Fashionable cafes featuring jazz and live performances were in vogue until mid-Showa era, when the number of cafes offering a carefully brewed cup of coffee uh, in a relaxed atmosphere began to increase. Many of these locations also have public telephones, making them convenient meeting places. However, they also developed a reputation as hangout spots for delinquents, leading a large number of schools to forbid their students from patronizing. In recent years, table arcade games have become a big hit, cafes installing them. Affording cafes installing them a steady stream of customers.
Ooh, arcade game. It's cool. Hmm. You know, like I was like, oh, it suddenly zoomed in by itself. I was spooked. Okay, nothing, nothing, nothing. I guess that's all just the inside. Okay, I can't look at Mio. All right, I guess let's just talk then.
Mm-hmm. Yako, if you would. Yako, if you would.
If you right, we wanted to ask you about this. Oh my, a crystone, an okame mask. That must mean the fool's procession. You two were at the school last night. Damn, There of all places. Yako, you're one of them? You're a curse bearer? Um, uh, please calm down, Mr. Araishi. Your reaction is too intense. It's kind of scaring me. Sorry about that. I'm afraid I got ahead of myself. What is it you wanted to know about your curse stone? What would be the best way to approach this? Oh, we want to say first. Let's see.
Hmm.
Let's flatter him first, I guess? Or
Oh.
intimidate. I mean, we're not a police. We don't want to intimidate, right?
No, we do not.
We want to flatter him first, right?
We flatter him.
It's just a brilliant teacher like you must know an awful lot about these curse stones. Well, it's true that I'm likely the person most well versed in this matter. You're the only one we can count on. Mr. Araishi, won't you help us, please? How am I now? In that case, there is no harm hearing what you have to say. Thank you. Let's see. Why is everything with the Rite of Resurrection and Seven Mysteries Curse Stones happening now? Oh, taken an interest now that you've received one of the curses, have you? You sound like a researcher, starting your questioning with your subject's origins. Mr. Araishi, you're not the one who triggered the curse, are you? No, I'm afraid I had nothing to do with that. Rather, I wasn't even attempting to do so in the first place. Completing the rite itself has nothing to do with my research.
Then, do you know of the ancient Omnyodo ritual known as the Feast of Shadows?
What is that? Something from the occult? Miss Kurosuzu, you look like the type to be interested in those things, but it's outside my field of expertise.
In that case, why do you think the rite and curses have appeared now? I believe this is the intentional work of someone.
It's certainly not something that would happen by accident. Why is it you want to know? Well,
He may not tell us anything else if we say that we're trying to stop the curse. We need to make something up.
right. Well, you see, we just have such intellectual curiosity and think it could really help your research. I see, now that you mention it.
Seems like he's reluctant to answer.
And how about,
Hmm.
do we want to ask about his research?
Yeah, I think he's a passionate man who will only talk about his research.
Yeah.
So, let's do it.
Then, what does that record of fates that you've been researching say about the rite of resurrection? Oh, I see. That's what you want to know. Allow me to first elucidate to you regarding the author of the record of fates. A special privilege, I might add, since I have yet to publish this in a paper. Yeah, okay. The record of fates was written 200 years ago in the latter half of the Edo period. It was written by a skilled but little known onmyoji called Seiman Tsuchimikado. This is important stuff. If nothing else, remember this.
Seaman? Oh gosh.
Tsuchimikado.
Chimikado? I've never heard of him.
I'm sure you haven't. He was born into a famed onmyoji family, but split away to practice forbidden arts in secret. He used whatever name was most convenient for the situation, so his real name barely exists in records. So it is written in the record of fates.
Huh.
As brilliant as Seiman was, he was also an eccentric. He delved into researching the rite of resurrection, a legendary forbidden ritual that had never been completed. However, by involving himself with this forbidden ritual, he was expelled from his family and eventually found himself in Honjo. in Edo. The record of fates are the writings of Simon recorded on the road to Edo. Hmm.
I see. So he wrote how to perform the rite itself?
The rite of resurrection makes use of Abe no Seimei's specialty, the Taizan Fukun ritual, a means of communicating with the afterlife. It uses soul dregs to replicate the soul of a dead spirit that has been called.
Oh wow, I never knew something like that existed.
Thus, it is thought the only ones who can use it are those with the ability to turn human souls into solar dregs in the first place. So the rite of resurrections calls for that ritual to be performed in advance. Then, when the soul dregs are gathered and infused with the wish of whoever who is performing the ritual, it can be completed. The contents are written in the record of fates, and there's no more? What about the seven mysteries or the curse stones? There's nothing written about them in the record of fates. The curse stones are separate from the rite of resurrection. Their curse is one used to enable one who is unable to perform such rituals to be able to use the rite. Huh, it's similar to what Miyu said actually. Whoa, on Myoji.
Well,
On Myoji. An officially appointed government position with the Bureau of Onmyo in medieval Japan. Onmyoji were tasked with performing divinations and rituals. They would employ the Chinese philosophies of yin and yang and wuxing, the five elements, to compose astronomical charts and almanacs. High-ranking practitioners used a variety of mystical arts, including ones that brought natural disasters and curses. Onmyoji were also tasked with exorcising demons through the usage of shikigami. Onmyoji thrived during the Heian period, in part due to the work of the famous Onmyoji and later founder of the Tsuchimikado clan, Abe no Seimei. However, Onmyoji began to gradually decline in number after samurai gained control of Japan. At the same time, many of their miraculous arts were lost along with the development of civilization. Although the services of Onmyoji were typically reserved for the upper class, there were a number of somonji, or hidden Onmyoji, who worked for the common folk. So they actually just changing form.
mm,
How are this? Excuse me. Oh, that's you.
excuse me, Mr. Aishi.
What is it, Miss Kurosuzu?
You published a theory before the incident took place. It said the rite of resurrection and origin of the seven mysteries of Hanjo are related somehow. What proof did you have of that?
You really know your stuff. But about that, that was a somewhat sensationalized piece written for occult magazines.
Oh, really? It was just nonsense? Then,
Not exactly. Rather, it's not a complete fabrication. There is a basis for it.
and that is.
Well, I suppose there is no harm telling a couple students so passionate about this topic. Thank you! This is something I discovered from referencing numerous texts unrelated to the record of fates. It was just after Seiman arrived in Honjo. There are records of a conflict over a ritual used to resurrect the dead in Honjo.
A conflict over resurrecting the dead? Huh, boy, that sounds familiar.
I don't know the details. A man enticed the public with claims of a spell that could resurrect the dead, causing a conflict that ended tragically with 9 dead. That is the only remaining reference.
9 people fighting over a resurrection ritual? Well, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's the curse stones. I call this tragedy the Hanjo incident, and it has long been a subject of my research. And I suspect that this Honjo incident might be the very origin of the seven mysteries of Honjo.
So what you're saying is the resurrection ritual at the root of the Hanjo incident is the seaman's right to resurrection?
Yes, that is how the record of fates ties everything together. To put it in chronological order, first, Simon brought the right of resurrection to Edo. We can assume that by this point, Simon was likely using a different name. Then in Honjo, 9 people fought to death over this right, the Honjo incident. After that, the incident was covered up by an interested party, preventing it from being recorded in history fully. Eventually, it was passed down in incomplete pieces, becoming known as the Seven Mysteries of Honjo. That's more or less the course of events. Okay.
So short.
Yeah.
The Hanjo incident. During the Edo period, a chain of events that occurred around a certain resurrection spell became the basis for the seven mysteries of
The
Hanjo.
Saman's rite of resurrection.
Interesting. How interesting.
So that's how they're connected. What a big coincidence. Then, if I'm getting this right, the seven mysteries were basically required to gather the soul dregs necessary for the rite.
How are the seven mysteries related to the rite? And there's more. With this most recent occurrence of the curse, I've become even more confident in my theory. You are? Yes, the reason for it being the resentful memories of the seven mysteries etched into those who received the curse stones. Resentful memories. Yako, if you really are a curse bearer, then when you obtained your curse stone, you would have had a resentful memory imprinted in your mind. Oh, I did! Exactly. Those memories are what happened in the final moments of the 9 who died in the Honjo incident. Broadly speaking, they involve dying while bearing some kind of deep resentment. The 9 victims became the 9 curse echoes, which over time came to be spoken of as the seven mysteries, thus gathering the resentful memories granted by the present curses and connecting them together. It will reveal once and for all what happened during the Honjo incident. Huh. That's why you must tell me about the resentful memory of your fool's procession, Yako. Mio, should I?
Yeah, I think it's okay. We need all the information we can get. What a coincidence.
What a coincidence! Let's tell him. Okay, Mr. Araishi, I'll tell you about the memory of the fool's procession. Excellent. I'm ready, my note. So basically, it's about a woman who died falling from a Yagura tower at a festival. Interesting. It's not that one then.
Not that one. What do you mean?
What do you mean? Among the 9 victims at the Honjo incident, that is to say, the 9 Curse Echoes. One of them is Simon himself, or so I suspect.
Huh? Seaman was one of the victims at the Hanjo incident, too?
Bro, I got heebie-jeebies.
Ah,
Huh?
huh?
Huh? Huh?
Meaning an Omnyoji, as powerful as him, also became a curse echo?
Huh? Huh? Right.
Huh?
It would make sense that the curse stone tied to a curse echo like that would be special. The power of a curse stone is different based on the curse echo? Mio, Mio, Mio. Then maybe with Simon's curse echo, we could.
Yes, we...
Sorry, I should say that. I sound like a muppet.
yes. We may be able to settle this whole situation.
Hey, what are you just whispering about? Oh, nothing. Sorry. Mr. Araishi, how many of the resentful memories have you gathered so far? I have learned a number of them. The Evergreen Beach, the foot washing mansion, the ever burning lantern, and now the fool's procession makes four. Of those, the most important are the foot washing mansion and the evergreen beach.
What are they about?
First, the foot washing mansion. An Onmyoji appears distinctly in this one,
Really?
but not Seiman, I'm afraid. A female Onmyoji who sought the right of resurrection due to her obsession with her personal appearance. Her legs, which she had always taken pride in, were stricken with corruption after she was defeated by Seiman. Her curse echo is notable for being particularly easy to fulfill the requirements necessary to use the curse. That detective did well to escape this one. Yeah, by the help of us.
Mhm.
So a female Onmyoji and arrival of a Saiman was involved in the Honjo incident. That certainly is interesting.
And next, the Evergreen Beach. This curse echo is from a craftsman of Netsuke carvings named Jinkichi, who was hanged for spreading baseless rumors. He apparently spoke of something that granted the ability to bring back the dead.
The right of resurrection.
Precisely. This man Jinkichi must have been in contact with Seiman. If I could just collect all of the memories, everything will be revealed, and the truth of the seven mysteries will be mine. That is the knowledge I desire.
Meaning you need to gather as much information as you can from the curse
Without
bearers.
being killed in the process. Precisely. I have an agreement to exchange information with those detectives, but they might not even find the other curse bearer, so I must take measures of my own. What's the trigger for the curse to occur?
Another thing,
Yes.
you never really finished about what the trigger for all of this was.
Yeah, this is what needed for the Feast of Shadows. Well, I don't know.
Really? You're not hiding something from us, are you?
Are you?
It has something to do with how you obtained the record of fates, right?
Wow, Mio is so smart and right on point.
How did you get a hold of the record of fates, my dear man?
Ah.
To tell you the truth, we're in a race against time here. You're wasting our time. Wasting our time right here. You damn. You're gonna be a big disaster if we don't hurry. Come on.
Tick tock, clock, clock. Clock is ticking. What are
Clock
you
is
talking
ticking.
about?
Someone left a warning that at sundown today, they would use the curse to kill a lot of people. The one who left that message is the culprit behind the Nejima murders from 20 years ago.
What? Something so terrible will happen?
It won't allow potentially hundreds of people to become victims of a curse. I'll do anything in my power to stop it.
Yeah, you'll die too, Araishi.
Mr. Ashi, please, tell us everything you know.
Everything you know! I'm sorry, but I truly don't know anything. The truth is, I was given the record of fates by a woman. The witch!
A woman?
The witch! Oh no, we need to talk to the witch! Well, her voice sounded like a woman's, but I didn't actually see what she looked like. 1 month ago, while I was investigating at night, I suddenly heard a formless voice.
A woman's voice.
It said, I entrust you with this ancient manuscript and the right of resurrection held within its pages. Spread rumors of this ritual as far and wide as you can in the coming month. And before I knew it, an old document had fallen down at my feet.
1 month. She specified the time period.
I was told if I did that, I could study the manuscript as much as I pleased. I wanted so badly to verify its authenticity. I ended up accepting. I haven't heard anything from the boys since then.
It must have had you spread rumors in order to strengthen the power of the curse.
Yeah,
To tie together the curse and the desire to seek out the right.
yeah, the power of the masses, bro. Don't take it lightly.
This makes it likely that the owner of the voice is the mastermind behind all this.
It's the witch.
It's a woman!
Hence, I went public with the record of fates. Hihaku and occult magazines immediately. Jumping at the news was a financial boon for me.
Huh?
You got it.
Hihaku... As in Hihaku soaps?
You got it. Right. I mean, no. That's not important. Just some personal business. Your sponsor, eh? After that, I waited, trying to predict what would occur in a month's time. That is when the curse began. Those are all the details I have. Is there anything else you know? Very well. I've told you this much. I may as well give you one more thing.
Thank you. What might that be?
About Seaman's record of fates. There is a sort of continuation to it. Another document called the Record of Fates Yin Scroll.
A continuation?
Actually, a section written in Seaman's own hand was appended to the manuscript, according to which, after the Honjo incident, Seaman lamented such a calamity taking place. He apparently wrote the addendum for the event that the tragedy became its own curse. It seems he had an idea that the victims of the Honjo incident would turn into curse echoes and be used to gather soul dregs. It supposedly details how to handle any trouble that occurs as a result of the rite of resurrection. Oh, it's the antidote.
Really?
The problem solving. Hold on a second. Don't you find that strange? What's the matter, Miss Sakazaki? You think my information inaccurate? If Seaman died in the Honjo incident, then he couldn't have written an addendum. You really don't get it, do you? Huh? Am I wrong? Have you forgotten the ability Seaman possessed? He can resurrect himself, is it? Of course not. He could use the right of Oh! You're telling me Seaman used it on himself? The rite of resurrection can be carried out in advance so that it activates when the soul dregs are gathered together. Then is it not possible that Seaman himself was resurrected by the rite after it all took place? But he'd still have to collect the soul dregs needed to use the rite. Yes, and that's why they died. The others besides Seaman. What? They died in the Honjo incident for their soul dregs? It sounds like it's the same as what's happening now, and that's why Shogo died at our first run. Maybe. Just automatically. That's why I need the resentful memories to learn the truth. I get it now. The issue at hand is that the Yin Scroll and the Records of Fates were supposed to have been passed down as a set. When I received the Record of Fates, the Yin Scroll was gone. Only this information was left. Supposedly, Seaman's blood descendants guarded it as they passed it down across generations. It seems that over their long history, the two documents became separated and the scroll's location lost as the family line branched.
Saban's had descendants? So there's someone out there related to him by blood even now?
Yes, in fact, I've tried to trace the line as far as I could. He wasn't a well-known on Myoji to begin with, so a detailed family tree does not exist. It seems likely that the use of the manuscript has been long forgotten, only being passed down out of tradition. And since they aren't even aware of what they have, tracking it down's quite tricky indeed. I wish I could ask whoever that voice belonged to about the Yin Scroll.
I'm sure you do. So basically, in the Record of Fates in Scroll, Seaman himself wrote about ways to handle the curse and the right? Yes?
Yes, that's right. I've been researching for it all this time, but haven't found a single lead. So if you two find out anything about other resentful memories or Yin Scroll, tell me immediately. You owe me that much for telling you all this, do you not? That's the real extent of everything I know. Okay. The Record of Fates Yin Scroll. It is said that Seiman Tsuchimikado, author of the Record of Fates, wrote the Yin Scroll because he feared that the descendants of those involved in the Hanjo incident might become cursed and used it in the collection of soul dregs for the rite of resurrection. The existence of the Yin Scroll was indicated in a postscript added to the Records of Fates, but its whereabouts are currently unknown. It is believed to have been inherited by a descendant of Seiman.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for your help.
If you bring me some useful information, I'll take it into consideration for your school grades as well. Ah,
Um,
greedy until the end. Now we have to face Hihaku Soap Director. How do we even meet the old lady, the witch? Oh well.
Oh well.
we've learned a lot.
I want to see something. So if okay, if Michio and Yako, they do like the same. They do look like the same. You see that?
Mm-hmm. That's too scary, man. I don't want to look at that longer. Like, the only creepy thing would be if that picture later on
Hmm.
looks directly at the screen. That
Bruh!
picture of Shiraishi, Michio Shiraishi. If its eyes started looking towards the screen.
No, no, don't
That's
scare me, bro.
yeah. Yeah. Well,
Okay.
okay.
We've learned a lot.
So, to sum it up, there was a tragic incident with people cursing each other for the rite of resurrection in the Edo period as well. And the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll may have info we want, since it details how to stop the rite. I think that's about it.
Right. If we could just find the Yin Scroll, we might be able to learn how to settle this.
But even Mr. Araishi didn't have any leads on where it is. How do we start looking for it?
Tis, dear Watson. I am the Sherlock Holmes, and you're gonna. Someone involved in this is now. This now must have some
I
connection.
mean, he already mentioned Hihaku soap.
I have a feeling the mastermind who awakened the curses is involved too.
Right. Okay. About what to do next. So, Mio, what are we going to do next?
Good question. It may be best to give the information we just learned to Inspector Tatsumi.
Tatumi.
We got a pretty big clue from hearing about the Record of Fates, Yin Scroll. Mr. Tatsumi might know more about
Oh yeah, you might know about Hihaku soaps. Should we go back to school then?
it. Yeah, that's our point of contact after all.
Hide out, base, home base.
Whoever is behind that voice that gave Mr. Raishi the Record of Fates, That must be the mastermind, don't you think?
And know how to use the right of resurrection too. Yeah, and he said it sounded like it belonged to a woman. Whoever it is, I bet they're scary.
Huh? You don't sound like the Yako I know.
Because she's not Yako, Mio!
Then let's catch him and make him spill the beans. I thought you'd say something like that.
Mio found out. Really? I guess I'm just not really feeling that confident right now.
I understand.
Yo, I got the creeps.
I don't know if it's related to that woman behind the voice. But I'm also interested in the female Myoji who rivals the Seaman.
Hmm. Oh, that reminds me, Mio. You know what's nearby here, don't you?
Hmm? Oh, you mean where Michio...
Yeah, where it happened. I was going there every day to leave flowers, even though they always get cleared away anyways.
I'm sure it must have been hard to have to be reminded of Michio's death all the time. Oh, that reminds me! Michio's dead! I'm sorry. Oh, that reminds me, Yako.
Yeah?
When you asked me to do the spirit board 2 days ago, did you come here that day too?
Yeah, I left some flowers before going to school. And that's where Michio spirit following you and be the specter of the spirit board. Why?
Did anything seem different that day?
What's this all of a sudden? Though, now that you mention it, that day, I suddenly feel lightheaded and ended up passing out for a little bit. But I came to right away and felt fine, so I didn't think anything of it.
I see.
That's the point you got possessed.
That's all I was wondering about. Thanks.
I think Mio knows. Hmm?
Excuse me, you girls over there. Oh, sorry. Oh, I said
Oh,
the younger
it's
voice. My
actually
bad.
it's actually Namigaki. Well,
Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something you said caught my attention.
And who are you?
I'm Yutaro Namigaki.
not you again.
I should probably tell you. Until yesterday, I was a curse bearer. That should clear things up.
A curse bearer! Oh!
Oh, you don't need to be scared.
How?
I've already given up the curse stone of the foot washing mansion.
Too much details, and how are we supposed to trust you?
What?
The foot washing mansion? So you're the one Inspector Tatsumi was talking about.
Ah, you already know Inspector Tatsumi. That makes this simple. There's nothing to worry about.
Yes, there is. Everything is. Oh, hey, you're in the driver's seat.
Yako?
Yes? Wait, what? Oh my god, so he was in the driver's seat killing Michio Shiraishi, and the woman beside him is Ayame Tono. I was right. I was
Oh, wow.
right. Just now, was I doing something?
Oh, sorry, Mr. Namigaki. What might be the matter?
Right. I actually wanted to discuss something with you two. Would you come with me if you have a little time?
No, 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 no,
Discuss something
no,
else?
no, no.
Yeah, you were talking about Michio Shiraishi, right? It's related to that.
What? No, no, no,
Huh?
no, 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 no.
I'm sure you would learn a few things yourself. If not now, later is fine. I'll be waiting around the Ryogoku Bridge.
Oh no, he's gonna drop a bomb for us too. Some new info too.
Something rubs me wrong the wrong way about this, but he mentioned Michio. What do we do? Go to school first. Or save. You can save first.
Okay, yeah, we can. Whoa, bro.
I mean, save it, you can save it in a different slot so that we can go back. Actually, never
Yeah.
mind. We don't have to. Wait, wait. What's the choice in that third slot
This
again?
one is. It's further than this, so let's just go this one. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we have a spare. Let's go to the school first. I also agree because
Yeah.
this could be a trap. I don't want.
Sorry, but there's something we've got to take care of. We'll have to
Oh
pass.
no, that means we won't know.
He said we'll go back to Grogu Bridge, man. So it's okay. Is that so?
Oh no, something's gonna happen.
Well, that's too bad.
Or we dodge a bullet. I don't know.
I'm in no rush, so I'll be waiting
Oh.
at Ryogoku Bridge. If you change your minds.
Oh, okay. Jeez, man. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know. It's
oh, well, look, we have an option to visit him at Ryogoku Bridge before we go to the. Like, I think our change of choice here, for that chapter specifically, would be going with him, and we
and
can see what
then we
happens
can
from there.
see they're here and maybe like we die. I don't know.
Yes, yeah. But let's leave it for here for now. I think this is good enough as any to end it.
Yes, yes, you are correct. There are so many info, so many assumption that I had that came true. Like, okay, maybe not Nejima that killed Harui's son, but it's someone who idolized him. Close enough.
Yes.
And another summary of this playthrough is what is it? Oh, that the Hihaku Soap's witch, probably the one that started the Feast of Shadows, and she has how it takes to do the rite of resurrection, right? That's what I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Yes. And what else? I think that's all we get from. Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
and I think the
we really
one
got the full story, to be honest.
and the
Like,
one that killed Kankichiro Iwai
we don't know yet.
is Michio
Oh.
with a curse stone. She just required through Yako from the spirit board
Oh. Yeah. Yeah.
from the spirit board session that somehow granted the curse stone echo. The curse echo. Right.
Okay.
That's what I understand so far. It's very interesting. It's very, very interesting.
Very. Very.
Now we know that Fumichi Kanejima might be bluffing though about the whole wanna sacrifice the whole city,
1,000, like 100 people. Yes. The whole
but
city.
it's not bluffing. I think now that he knows for sure that he collected soul Rex can actually do the rite of resurrection. It can actually kill, I mean resurrect someone with this method. What he doesn't know is that there is a possibility that after enough soul dregs were collected, all the curse bearers are gonna die, just like in the incident, the nine people Honjo incident.
The Honjo
Yeah,
incident. The
yeah,
Honjo incident.
yep. That's what he
All
doesn't
right.
know. All right. Thank you for this run, and GB.
Thank you as well.
Until
Yeah.
next time, we're gonna. Which one we're gonna go first? I think we go this one first,
Yeah. Yeah.
or this.
Any. We'll figure it out when we get back.
Okay. Okay.
All right. All right.
Thank you for this run. Thanks for
So much.
watching. Bye bye, GB.
Bye
Until next
bye.
time. Bye
Till next
bye.
time. Bye bye.